getting it out of his system, you know?
Speed and...
Welcome to the Sports Phenz Show. The show where
And
just
no more
like
Swedish
you
accents
can't
as
get
of
enough
now.
sports.
What about Norwegian?
It's the same accent.
I'm not going to stop. The whole thing was trying to avoid this commentary.
I did watch women's figure skating too. Faith No More in the background. It was really good.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So Mike Patton.
Chewing gold or what?
Here's your hosts, Arthur
I
Knight
think we got second.
It's just pretty good then.
It was pretty good.
That's a shame. You imagine training your whole life and you gotta act happy about a silver medal.
Oh, that happens a lot.
And Mr. Michael Wharton. We are coming to you live from 4300 West Alameda. And I would normally have a read sheet, but I'm going to have to climb under the desk to find it, get it out of my briefcase.
No, we're good. We're starting a media network now.
That's right. That's right. We'll have a whole new address here soon, and et cetera, but we'll get into that later. But again, welcome to the show. We have a lot to get to. But first,
What are we getting to first, Arthur?
we got to look into the future with IMV Vision. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. IMV Vision is devoted to offering affordable and fashionable eye care. IMV is your eye care advocates. Their goal is to provide all with the education and awareness needed to make an informed decision about your vision and health. They are located off of Alameda and Buckley in Aurora, Colorado, but you can call today at 720-762-4290 or book online at invivision.com. They take most medical insurance and Medicaid, so call or book today. 720-762-4290 or invivision.com. That's 720-762-4290 or invivision.com. INVision, we see you, and make sure you tell them that the Sports Phenz sent you. All right, so we got a lot to get to. A new champ has been crowned in the NFL. Was the Super Bowl the most exciting thing about the Super Bowl this year? The commercials or the halftime show or the plight of the halftime show or the civil war that we're having over the halftime show on all social media and in the country. The NBA All-Star Game is upon us. What are you going to be watching? And then we'll get into a friendly game we'll bring back of Who Am I? See how wise my two co-hosts here are on players based upon what Ryan said, obscure knowledge or obscure clues. We'll see if they can get a guess without cheating.
He's gonna judge our sports knowledge, and we're gonna judge his clues. So it'll be fun.
And if they don't get it, I get a point. If they do get it, they get a point.
It's a rigged system.
It's rigged. It's rigged. I want to recount. All right.
It's a trap.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So the big game is done. The new champ has been crowned at Seattle, right?
Okay.
Sure is.
Not a lot of points scored, even though the score was, double digit. They did win by double digits. It wasn't really.
We almost hit the garbage time over, but
Yeah, almost did.
that would have been fun.
But
Watch
let me
the
ask you
reaction.
guys this though, man. How awake were you for the actual game itself, Mike? Since I already know kind of his answer, but I'm gonna let him answer for the Phenz. But since you weren't at the show at the party with us, because he feels he's better than us. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I would come kick it with y'all, but y'all are beneath me. So I'm gonna watch it at home with my lovely wife and my big, humongous dog that's not even that old, and he's still gonna get bigger. I don't know why I went down that rabbit hole, but anyway, did you guys? I mean, was it as a snoozer for you, or? I mean, I already know that you were watching the puppy bowl like we were. We were talking about that.
Yeah, I was way more invested in the Puppy Bowl for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I did pick the MVP.
Oh, he did.
Before they were
Who
there.
is the MVP?
Boba, baby. Boba, let's go.
How'd you pick Boba?
Randomly.
Okay.
Boba looked like she was a winner.
Looked like a winner.
She looked like a winner.
He knows how to pick him.
Man. Anyways, Mike, did you stay awake throughout the game? Did you watch the commercials?
I made it. I mean, the commercials were...
The commercials were even mad this year, man.
They were bad. It was like 75% AI. You know what I mean? If it wasn't about AI or selling AI, the commercial was made with AI.
Or joining Border Patrol.
Yeah, there was that. You know what I mean? That
like
was
several times.
Yeah. So, and I don't know that the halftime show was fine. I don't see any difference between that one and like most of them. You know?
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't bad at all, but it wasn't worth all the controversy. But I don't know. The game was very, very like that. Both teams didn't look very good for a majority of the entire game. And what was there? 3 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 3 in the third. That's it's about as bad as it gets, man.
And
That's
they
worse.
complained about the Broncos all season.
And
that's what we got in the Super Bowl?
The whole time I'm just thinking like this. And I'm not saying that, like, let's say Bo Nix didn't get hurt and then they beat the Patriots and they make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that they would have necessarily beat the Seahawks, but it would have been a way more interesting game because Drake May was cheeks.
Hashtag cheeks.
And his
This is your
MVP.
MVP?
His O-line was buns. I feel like Garrett Bowles would have been in there like far more effective than what Drake May had going on the left side of his O-line.
Well, he did have in his defense, or in their defense, it was 2 rookies going up against the best pass rush, the second best pass rush in the league, arguably the first or the second best pass rush.
I'm not gonna lie though, like that.
Depending on what color your glasses are, yeah.
While I was pumped up for the most exciting game ever, and I was watching it, I was getting kind of upset, and I might have yelled out a couple of times that, like the Broncos would have whooped these fools. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple times.
It definitely would have been a different game.
It would have been a better game.
I think I said that a couple of times at nauseum because
we were all saying that.
Really? Every 5 minutes I'm like, if the Broncos were here, the Broncos are supposed to be here. This is a... I was also intoxicated all night. But Ryan, I mean, we were at the party watching the game together. We spent more time talking about work than we did watching the game.
Gross.
So that tells you pretty much everything you need to know about the football game. But tell the people, what you got, what you pulled. What were you watching during the game that popped for you?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I can appreciate a good defensive battle, and, you got to give credit to both of those defenses because the Patriots defense played well enough for them to win the game. Obviously, the Seahawks defense was dominant. Good, I will just say, for the sake of the NFL, they are thanking their lucky stars that Matt Stafford won the MVP. Because how embarrassing would that have been if they gave Drake May the award over him, and then that performance was put on immediately afterwards?
Yeah, they're trying to push some sort of narrative for Drake May, that the young new stud, and then that they give it to him, and then he was pretty much not great through the whole playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
He threw interceptions, fumbled several times.
I mean, apparently he was hurt, like his shoulder, and they had to shoot him up with Toradol.
Sure,
so.
Yeah. And, there's nothing wrong with winning ugly in the playoffs as long as you're winning, right?
Winning is winning.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be ugly playoff games. Like, obviously, it's that time of the year, both from a weather standpoint and a competition standpoint. It's hard not to watch that game, though, and feel like, well, if the Chargers didn't have a JV offensive line, if the Texans hadn't been lucky enough to catch Pittsburgh in the wild card, if Bo Nix's ankle hadn't snapped, obviously, you're looking at like a path to the Super Bowl that obviously didn't translate into a competitive game for this Pats team. I know they put up some points in garbage time in the fourth quarter there, but it never really looks like they were any real threat to win this game. And they just looked overmatched in every phase of play, even while the Seahawks were struggling to finish drives, right? I mean, that's the only thing that they were competitive in, is holding the Seahawks to field goals instead of touchdowns, or else this game would have been a snoozer, even more of a snoozer than it already was,
Yeah, man. I was, if it wasn't for the fact that we were with family and friends and there was plenty of food and we were just cracking jokes and we were pretty much, I think Mike said it best in our Sports Fiends text thread. I'm really watching some commercials and a halftime show with some football in between. I honestly I don't think anybody could say it better because that's literally what we were doing. We were all talking during the game, and then the commercials come on and it hushed. And we watched the commercials. Game came back on. Yeah, man. So, what are you planning on doing next weekend? I think I'm gonna hit the lake and go fishing. Like that's literally how it was. Just to stay awake, we were just having conversation because there was nothing. There were a few good hits, mainly by Seattle's defense, taking the heads off of the Patriots' offensive wide receivers. There were quite a few hits, and Drake May took a lot of sacks. That dude had happy feet, and he looked every bit of a second-year player being in the biggest game of their life. I said this on Sunday, and so I'm going to say it today. After that performance and his performance throughout the playoffs, Drake May could be the Dan Marino of his era. This could be the first and only time that he makes it to the Super Bowl. He'll get to the playoffs. He'll even win some games, but I don't think him and this team are going to make it to the Super Bowl again. I said it first on this show. Call me out if you want. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But I truly, after the performance I saw, unless they get him top-tier wide receivers, but how are you going to do that without being, without him taking a Tom Brady homegrown or hometown paid discount, right? Because Tom Brady did that for several years so that they could keep talent around him, right? Mm-hmm. So unless Drake May's willing to do that and pass on his bag and then go to Tampa Bay and get his bag then, post 7 Super Bowls, I do not see this guy. And I leave the floor or the mic open for either one of you to push back on that, but I truly believe that he could be. This is the hype, and you weren't. I was going to say you weren't born yet, but you were probably born.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
I'm only dating myself. That's not even really an insult to you. That's more of an insult to me.
Let's hear the reference before we pass judgment. Go ahead.
So Dan Marino, the same hype when he came out. Now he did fall. He didn't get drafted as high as Drake May did. He fell in the draft, etc. But the hype around him when he started winning games in Miami was like, oh, this dude's about to win 6-7 Super Bowls, da-da-da-da-da. There was a lot of hype during that time. Same type of hype that Drake May is getting right now. And he made it to the Super Bowl once and then never made it again. Never made it again.
This is why I was confused, because Marino was drafted in 83, so I definitely was not born yet.
Okay, I was barely born. Okay, you weren't born yet, so I was right.
Yeah, right. It's just
how old are you?
It's an interesting reference though, because it seems like the point you're trying to make is like we're overhyping May's talent, but I don't think that comparing him to Marino is doing that justice, because Marino, the issue was never his talent, right? It was the pieces around him and the circumstances.
Because he kept getting his bag, right?
I mean, I think it's hard to say. Like, you had an offensive line that was in shambles in that game for Drake May. Like, I think they need to put more pieces around him from a protection and weapons standpoint and give him more time to develop before you can really write the book on what he's going to be for the rest of his career. But clearly, even with what he had this year, they were able to find a lot of success. Whatever our thoughts on this playoff run, you don't trip and fall and become 14-3. Yes, you probably got some good breaks and an easier schedule.
Yeah.
But obviously, like the ceiling is there. It seems like he has to improve if they want to get there, to your point. But he's just too young to say, oh, he's never making it back at this point. That's my take.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if
Mike, you grew up in that era. You've seen Marino put up huge numbers in the regular season and then lose in the first or second round of the playoffs. What do you think?
I don't know, because there's some people that say that Dan Marino's, one of the greatest of all time, maybe above John Elway. Because just, stats and
I mean, he does have a lot of stats over John Elway, but what he doesn't have?
A Super Bowl. So that's what my point was going to be, is that, like, never got that Super Bowl. Does that sully that GOAT conversation?
I would say it does in the GOAT conversation, but as one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, he's one of them.
It's tough. That's a tough legacy. But yeah, like he said, I think Drake May is a little young to put that label on him. Plus, I don't think he's proven that he's as good of a quarterback as Dan Marino was, like, relative to the era.
Okay.
No, I agree.
No, not even close. Okay. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
I was only in relation to the
Like,
fact
is
that
it-
he made it at a young, because I think if I remember correctly, Dan Marino made it in his second year as well, and then never made it again.
And I mean, albeit like Drake May, maybe he was hurt, you know what I'm saying, or maybe just like the moment was too big and it swallowed him up. You know what I mean? And
That's what it seemed like.
Who knows if that's just due to inexperience or if that's going to be a trend for him? You know, we don't know. It's too young.
At the end of the
just,
game, it did get a little exciting. He did drive him down a couple of times and made some really good plays. I'm not a Drake May hater. I just feel like he's been hyped up just a little too much, and I could foresee him not making it back.
I mean, you've now prophesized his playoff failure for the next 15 years already.
That's if he makes it 15 years. You're assuming he's going to make it 15 years.
This is what I'm saying. So, you're saying that, and then in the same sentence, but I'm not a Drake May hater necessarily. Like, he's a kid, dude. Like, get him more than a rookie left tackle to go against a pass rush like Seattle's, and, give him time. Like, we'll see. But
I'll give him time.
Like, the conversation around, like, GOAT and stuff like that, you start talking about Marino, one Super Bowl isn't even enough anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, you need multiple.
I've heard this enough about Aaron Rodgers already to say you can't be the GOAT with only one ring. You know.
And I would actually agree with that statement. You cannot be even if you have more stats than everybody, you only have that one ring. It kind of just goes against you. I don't even know why, to be honest with you, but as a fan, if you don't have the jewelry, if you don't have the hardware to back up all of those stats, it's just a bunch of numbers.
And it's interesting because, like, people win Super Bowls in a flash of the pan way too, right? I mean, nobody's putting Nick Foles in the GOAT conversation, for example, but
Right.
he's got a ring, and he
Or Bradford.
he balled out, right? Like,
Right.
some of these sports, it's really just a short, sustained period that's defining it, but it's the combination of,
And it's a team sport.
right, exactly. It's the combination of the sustained career-long success and getting to the mountaintop, right? I mean, it's the same conversation, people have about Jokic, right? Like, as when you start talking about where does he rank, all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these great things that he's done, yes, and he has won a ring, but it's only one ring, and that's
Right.
what's putting him in more of that top 15 or 20 range as opposed to top 5 or 10 range for most people's list still.
No, I agree. And I would agree with that, and I'm the biggest Jokic fan. I mean, I'm the biggest Jokic fan. But I would agree with that statement. Can he go down as the GOAT? If let's say, God forbid, his career ended in the next 2 or 3 years, or he just decided to hang it up in the next 2 or 3 years without another ring, cannot be in that GOAT conversation. You need multiple rings.
And we can thank Brady and Jordan for that, right? 'Cause
Right.
they just decided to stack them up like crazy. where
Right.
You're not even the combo until you have at least 3.
You have that to me is how when you can dominate your sport, or you're the dominant force, plus you've coupled that with championship rings. Like, man, you have to be in the GOAT conversation. You just have to be, and you can't be if you don't have the hardware. That's how I believe. Call me an old head, call me crazy, but you can't.
Crazy old head.
But I mean, put them both together. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is the truth is the truth, and I do think that this kid folded several times this year when they were up against Buffalo in Buffalo. They were up by 3 scores and allowed Buffalo to come back and win, and he folded. Now, more games often than not, as to your point, he did win 14 games. So to a certain extent, he didn't fold a lot more than he did. But in the biggest games, when they were playing against Buffalo for something, they were playing for that right to slide into whatever or win their division, that game meant something, and he folded. So to me, I'm just looking at his pattern thus far. You're right. He is young. There's a lot more football to be played, and New England is notorious for wanting to put money into other players. But can they do that early enough to where they can re-sign Drake May, or they're going to end up in that same KC boat? Like I said it years ago, KC in about 5 years when they signed Mahomes to that contract, that huge contract, I was like, in about 2 or 3, maybe 5 years at most, they're going to fall apart. And that's exactly what they're doing. They had to start trading away big pieces. The only 2 pieces they have left from really their Super Bowl run is who? Kelsey and Mahomes.
Well, Kelsey's probably done too, but they still have Chris Jones as well, and of course they have Andy Reid.
Okay,
but
the
that's
coach.
but that's. I mean, yeah, when you have a team sport like that and you're drafting at the very end of the draft, year after year after year. I mean, you saw the same thing with Brady's Patriots and Golden State Warriors and even the Chicago Bulls back in the day, right? They all have these ebbs. Like you can't sustain it year over year over year without having to hit the reset button at some point.
Well, especially with the way a lot of these CBAs are crafted.
Right.
They make it like the leagues are making it so that
you heard
salary
that. You brought up the CBA first. It wasn't me.
I said CBAs as in plural leagues, like all sports.
Yeah.
We will get into that though. We
Yeah.
will get into that. But yeah, just the way, especially in the NBA, man, the NBA is trying to create so much peril. It might have been too far. It might be too far. Now there's like too many teams that are good. If that's a thing.
Peril? Oh, parody.
Parody,
Okay,
excuse me.
I was
Not
like,
peril. Parody, excuse me.
Can I have a little peril?
Can I have a little peril? Don't get me going
I
down
must go
that.
back and face the peril.
You must bring us a red herring.
Please, he could take us single-handed. We haven't a chance.
Oh my God!
it's
Don't get
two
me going down
parrots.
that. Don't get me going down that rabbit hole. I love that movie.
It's Monty Python. for
Yes,
anyone who doesn't know.
yes, I
Sorry.
love that movie, and I can't stop if you get me going. What about you, Mike? What do you think?
But a flesh wound.
Tis but a scratch.
If some bloody harpy throws a sword at me from a lake, does that make me king too?
You got your arm off.
No, it doesn't.
But I'm not dead. Yes, you are.
You yellow bastard! I'll bite your legs off. Okay, sorry.
All right, we're done. We're done. What
What did you ask? What the hell did you ask?
How do you like Monty Python there, Mike?
I love Monty
Everything out at
Python.
once.
Life
do
of
too.
Brian,
Life
The
of-
Meaning
yeah.
of Life, all those.
All
Yeah.
of them. I have the whole collection. But this is a sports show, so we'll get back to sports.
Were you asking me about parody?
No, I lost. We went off
I
on
think
the.
it was parody. Yeah, the CBA and the NBA going too far.
Yeah.
Or
Is
were
it-
we talking about goats?
Have they gone too far this
Qualifications?
time? We were doing that too. Yeah.
were doing both.
We went on a tangent,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well,
Whichever-
him and I could go like left, right, up, down.
Whichever one
Select
is
star
more
80s.
meaningful to you.
Maybe,
Well,
maybe the fact that they've initiated these salary caps and these rules to create parity in the league leads to maybe needing to broaden the qualifications for a GOAT, because there's so many good teams, but when all is said and done, say Jokic retires and he's got X amount of MVPs and his stats are maybe all like mostly records that he's set throughout his career, then I mean that kind of seems like a GOAT to me. And if he's limited in the championship category just because of the way that the league is structured now, I don't know. Maybe that's a
That's
a good point.
Is this an old head calling LeBron the GOAT right now? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I don't
Because that's
think
what
so.
I'm hearing.
I don't think so.
It sounds like he's weighing the regular
it
season
sounds like you're
stuff
putting words in
over
Mike's
the
mouth.
championships
No.
based on the new competitive parity in the league.
No, I think that you're putting words in Mike's mouth.
That sounds
No.
like LeBron's the GOAT.
I don't think so.
I don't
no.
think so.
No, because nobody. We're gonna look back and be like, man, nobody was as nice as Jokic. You know what I'm saying?
Jokic is pretty nice.
The thing about
Very
Jokic,
nice.
since we're talking about him, the thing about Jokic is he plays every facet of the game. A lot of people don't give him the credit for the defense that he plays because he doesn't block shots. But that man alters plays. Like he's not going to block your shot. He might, but he's not a shot blocker. But he does play D. He probably has more steals than any center playing right now. He definitely disrupts your offense, makes your
He knows where everyone's going to be. He's
before they're there.
He's on the court directing his guys where they need to be.
Bro, I was
He's
just saying that earlier today.
He's playing for multiple people. He's like,
I was literally saying that he's like 3 plays ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
I was saying that to my lady today. I was like, he's 3 plays ahead of everybody on the defensive end and the offensive end.
Do you think he plays
He's
chess?
a savant.
he plays.
I think he does play chess.
Does he?
I think
That's
he
funny.
does. I think he does play chess. He's
must.
definitely not on the basketball court playing checkers, bro. I can tell you that right now. It's
true.
This dude is out there, and though the past couple of games, I think he's averaged about 5 or 6 turnovers. I take those 5 or 6 turnovers with the triple doubles and the double digits on both.
Ooh, doesn't he have like 16 turnovers in the last 2 games?
not 16. I think it's 12. I think it's 12 total.
You can have 6 turnovers if you got 15 assists, though, I feel like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can have 6 turnovers if you have 15 or 20 assists, 30-something points, and, 20 rebounds. Like, who cares about your turnovers?
Well, it's not who cares, but like the ratio.
I don't.
The ratio of production. You got to think about the points per possession.
I think he's still acclimating, coming back from injury, and he had a couple rough games. He was great this last game.
He did run sluggish, though, last night, man. Even Scott Hastings had talked about it during the broadcast. He said, has anybody noticed that Jokic is running a little funny? And I thought to myself, like, Jokic runs funny all the time.
I was going to say, when does he not run sluggish, man?
Like, that's the way he always runs, right? But then I started to notice, like,
he's healing up from the knee, and I guess he's got some kind of ankle thing going on now.
Yeah,
too.
and a wrist thing,
Yeah.
back problems.
The day that man runs a 4.4, they're going to...
Then I would think you cloned him or he's a pod person.
You're going to maybe, like, I mean, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. He's probably always all beat up because he's like 6'12".
We did have 9
280.
turnovers last night.
What's
yeah,
that?
See, I thought it was like 16 turnovers in 2 games.
Yeah.
How many did he end with? I thought it was only 6.
No. It's 16. He had 7 2 games ago. He had 9 last night.
9, dang,
Yeah,
man.
that's a lot. That's heavy.
Yeah, I must have missed the last 3, obviously.
Put the blinders on.
Yeah, the turnovers.
Well, some
were
of those
still a
turnovers
problem.
that are attested to him are actually from the other player. Like Murray was like missing passes last night. A lot of the Nuggets, both Browns were missing passes. He wasn't the only one having turnovers, but like you said, when you have 15 assists and 37 points or whatever his stat line was last night, kind of hard to look at those even 9 turnovers and be like, he had a terrible game.
9's a lot.
9 is a lot.
That was all the
For one person, that is a lot.
That was all the turnovers from my basketball career too. They were other people missing passes. It wasn't me.
No, that was you. That was you. Let's call a spade a spade.
Turnovers. They definitely got to work on the turnovers, but they're one thing that they've been struggling at is defense, of course. And I don't know if it's even reasonable to expect them to just do like a 180 and all of a sudden have this fantastic defense. At least not right now, not without Watson, and Aaron Gordon. But like they definitely were winning the turnover battle on both ends of the court. And I guess if they were able to improve in that one area, that's good enough to overlook the turnovers for now, as long as they don't continue to be an issue and everything just keeps getting better. I don't know. As guys trickle back in, Jokic warms back up to the game.
Well, they're only
bit out of shape.
missing one starter now, right? AG's the only starter out.
Unless you count Watson.
Watson's not a starter, though.
He was for a while.
Well, he was because AG was injured.
Yeah, but we've been talking.
And Cam Johnson was
We're
injured.
talking every week about putting him in the lineup over Cam Johnson.
I agree. I would put him in the starting lineup, but technically right now he's not.
Well, so this is a team that, past few years, juggernaut offensively. Defense has been their heel, right? That's what they've struggled with, and so
except for situational D, they're the best at that.
But AG and Peyton Watson are their 2 best defenders, right? So I mean,
and they're out.
Wouldn't expect him to be confident
Watson's
there.
not a starter.
No.
Okay, fair.
No, I mean, is Spencer Jones a starter? He started a couple games, so
He started every game while they were.
So you filled in while
Brown
some guys were hurt, and you started. Now you're a starter. So now we got everyone's a starter.
I mean,
everyone's a starter.
So Watson is
So is Pickett a starter now?
Yeah.
Watson has started 39 of the 49 games he's played in this year. To be fair, so.
But that's because Cam Johnson missed
I
how many games?
understand that, yes, but I'm just this year he's been a starter when he's been in.
He has started. He has not been
He may
a
not
starter.
hold on to that starting spot if the Nuggets can ever get their entire roster healthy.
Well,
but that
Cam Johnson seems to be playing pretty well, too.
Yeah, he looks great.
He does look pretty
About
well.
time, yeah.
I think he saw P-Watt out there starting to take his job,
Yeah,
and he came off that bench like, okay, let me.
wait a minute.
He was going to treat it as a bird team that he could just fly right through, and then he was like, oh, I could actually lose my job and, get cut from this team, this championship caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
No, let me go out there and ball out. Because last night he did look very good. Dropping threes. He was cutting. He was getting passes from Jokic and making layups. Man, it was actually very fun to watch.
rebounds, a little bit of defense.
Yeah.
He's not known for defense, but he He was all right.
His 3-point percentage is up to 44% this year.
That's pretty good.
That's huge.
That's pretty damn good.
That's all that they really need him to do: play defense and hit threes when Jokic gets
3
the
and
ball
D
to
wing.
you.
That's
Yeah,
all they need. That's all they
exactly.
need from him.
Oh,
That's what they
man.
traded to get. That's what they were trying to get MPJ to do. And MPJ just wanted to score. And I get it. Now you can score on a team that doesn't win games.
Right.
Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
The bench looked great the other night.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Mike, because last night, Adelman played a full lineup without Jokic and Murray on the floor. And not only did they play well, they were like, they had the lead, and then Memphis kind of crawled back into it, got to within like 3 to 5 points, or maybe even tied it. And then all of a sudden, that team with Bruce Brown, Val, who was that? Bruce Brown, Val, Hardaway, trying to think of who was on the floor at that time. Jalen Pickett and Strother were all on the floor at that time and played for like 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes, and grew the lead in the third quarter. So it was just like this. To your point, this bench, it came together because of all of the injuries, and that's going to be nothing but a benefit to the Nuggets going into the playoffs, man. Like, if the Nuggets have confident bench players, even all the way down to the 10 through 12 guys, that's going to be a very, very, very good boost going into the playoffs, man.
The question is Adelman going to continue to use them even when he's got those extra resources at his disposal?
I mean, he clearly he seems more okay. So a lot of people used to say that our old coach
Malone?
Mike Malone was a lot like Coach Pop in San Antonio. He'd like string his guys along, but I think that Adelman's a lot closer to Pop. I remember when Pop was at his prime, especially during that time where they were winning championships with Parker and Ginobili and Duncan.
Name is
Oh,
my
you forgot
profession.
Duncan last time too.
I did. Why do I keep forgetting that man's name?
His name's literally Duncan.
Just
His name is his profession.
Hey.
He was born to play basketball.
Hey, I'm
and
just
eat donuts.
Saying. I'm just saying, man. But when they were winning those championships, the reason why Ginobili and Parker became such household names is because Pop played his end of the bench players during the mid-season, win or lose. He's like, we're going to win games with our starters, right? But we need to make sure that we're bringing along our guys so I can see that 6th, 7th, 8th, maybe 9th guy that we can utilize in the playoffs. And I think that Adelman's doing that right now.
Yeah,
and I like it.
He's going to shore up the lineup, the rotations for the playoffs, though. No, I mean, it's going to be big minutes for the starters.
Yeah.
It is. But I think right now, not giving Jokic big minutes, having Valanciunas play, having Najee play, having all of these players play has not really hurt the Nuggets. They're still in 3rd or 4th place. I can't remember if Houston lost last night or not. Because if Houston lost last night, then the Nuggets would be back in 3rd. If they won, then they'd stay in 4th.
They're in 3rd.
Okay, so Houston must have lost last night.
I feel like come playoff time though, when there is when it does come time to give the starters a little breather, I feel a lot better about what's going to be going on the court.
100%.
Me
I'll
too.
tell you what, I'm like this close to getting a Hardaway Jr. jersey.
Bro,
Nice.
I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I am. I loved his dad when he played for the Nuggets. I loved his dad when he played for the Heat and any other team that he played for, Golden State. Hardaway was a tough player, man, and you have to – if you know b-ball, man, you know that Hardaway was one of the greats. Not the greatest, not an all-time great, just a great, okay? He was very, 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 very good at what he did. His crossover was second to none. The man could shoot the ball. He had mid-range game. And his son is just as good, except on the points. Like they were showing a graphic last night during the game that he's played as many games as his dad did in the NBA, but he has like 2,000 or 3,000 less points than his dad. So that kind of sucks. But
was his dad a starter his whole career?
his dad was, yeah.
So that's part.
Yeah.
I mean, he's playing 26, 27 minutes a night for his career. He's started about half the games he's played in, so that's probably your difference there.
Yeah, that's the major difference. But if he continues to, like, let's say he stays on the Nuggets, I don't think he'll get the 2,000 points to make up the difference, but he'll get damn close. He'll definitely have more games played than his dad in the NBA, which is kind of cool. That's a kind of cool stat to say, hey, I played longer, I had more longevity. than my father did, and I made it to the league and played well, and he could get a chip. I don't think Tim Hardaway Sr. got a chip. I don't think he did. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure he never got a championship ring. So if Tim Hardaway Jr. can do that, then that's a whole head and shoulders level above your dad right there. Your dad talks smack. Well, I got 11,000 points. Bling!
Yeah.
Shut up.
Do they do the conference champion rings in the NBA like they do in the NFL?
I don't think they do.
Okay, because I was gonna say he did go to the finals 2 years ago.
Yeah,
with the Mavs.
that's true.
So Tim Hardaway was not an NBA champion.
Yeah, I didn't think
Just a 5-time All-Star Olympic gold medalist and a 2022 Hall of Fame inductee.
I mean, that's a decent
He was a great player.
I would say.
Like I said
That's
that.
all.
Preface this with he's a great player. I loved watching Tim Hardaway, except for when he played against the Nuggets. Like, there's all kinds of players from that era that I love to death. That I hated when they played against the Nuggets, but I think that's pretty much every fan, right? You respect and have a love for players that play for other teams, but you don't necessarily like they're not your favorite players. Like during that time, it was like Mutombo, you know. I'm not about to go down that line. Now I'm really aging myself today.
Mutombo? No, you're not.
Mahmoud
No,
Abdul
you're
Rauf.
not age yourself.
No today.
No accents.
Oh yeah, that's right. We decided.
That's right. That's right. Don't come into my house.
Those must have been fun pickup games in the driveway, though. How old do you think Junior was first time he beat Senior for the Hardaways?
You know, they asked him that in one of the because I don't know, I watch Altitude even not just when the Nuggets are playing. I watch the Avalanche, obviously, but they also on Altitude Plus have these little like snips of, you know, questions and Q&As with players and old players. They actually asked him that.
Really?
They did. They asked Tim Hardaway Jr. or Senior, when did he know that Junior was going to make it to the NBA? And he was like, oh man, he was beating me like early teens.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
early teens. Because I think Tim Hardaway Jr. is taller. I'm not sure.
Give him the business, Junior.
I think Senior was a little more stockier and shorter, and Junior's a little more string beanier.
Junior hit that 6'5" at like 15 kind of thing. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Breaking his pop's ankles.
Yeah, he said he didn't say he was like beating him bad, but he just said he started getting. You know, I knew that he had the skill set to make it at around early teens, mid-teens, and whatnot, because that's when he started to be able to beat him.
Nice.
And I'm paraphrasing at best, but the bottom line is that his dad was a great, and if Tim Hardaway Jr. makes it to the finals again this year with the Denver Nuggets, and they actually do win a chip, I mean, to me, I've already said this on this show several times. Tim Hardaway Jr., a lot will say Valanciunas is. A lot will say, you know, all the other signings, Brown or whatever, the signings this year. But I'm telling you right now, Tim Hardaway Jr. was if the Denver Nuggets win a chip this year, it's going to be because of him. And bringing Bruce Brown back. Because you know that's going to be the 6th and 7th man coming off the bench. Period.
Not Valley? That's 7?
No, I mean, P-Watt might. P-Watt might come on.
Even, yeah.
But you know that Jokic doesn't come out of the game until halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, but
so Val's not going to be the first one to come off the bench. It'll be when Murray goes to the bench. Who's he going to put in?
Sure. Adelman's run some lineups with both Jokic and Val too. To be fair,
I love it.
But yeah,
And I love
I got
it.
You. Yeah.
I absolutely
you
love
got
it.
it. You got it. You're not going to take Jokic out long enough for the amount of minutes that Val needs to get every game. That's part of it.
Well, and you
know?
got to get them a little bit of rhythm, and you got to get them some continuity between the two of them, because that's the way you're going to have to play against a team like OKC.
And it just wears the front court down. You need like both of them bullying under the rim is a lot more like.
Well, those two being that big,
it helps each other. You know what I mean? If
Of
you're not the
course.
only one that's backing guys down every single play,
and
you got
Valanciunas is
somebody
a
else-
shot blocker,
Right, exactly.
so you could play Jokic at the 4 on defense, right?
It's just a good card to have up your sleeve, because, you know, when they were both out, there were times where the Nuggets were like,
They look tiny.
they're profoundly like undersized.
They look like a 1970s team Nuggets. Like they really did. Like just miniature. Everybody's like 6'4" to 6'6", and I say miniature 6'4" to 6'6". That's huge. Don't get me wrong, but NBA,
I'd kill to be that kind of miniature.
I would, man. I'd kill to be 6'1" right now, bro. Don't get me wrong. Don't twist my words and get me wrong, because I don't have an abundance of height to be talking. I almost cussed. Be talking smack like that. But what I'm saying for the NBA, and especially today's NBA, the Nuggets were like average 6'4" to 6'6", 6'7" at most. What is P Watt? 6'8"?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And they had him play, or Najee's 6'8", 6'9", and they had him playing center. So, you know, that's my point. Is like it was like small ball. It was like the Golden State Warriors about 5 years ago. That's what it looked like. Just a bunch of tiny guards running around with a center that should be playing power forward. Like, it's just crazy to me. You know what is also crazy to me is that we are halfway through the NBA season. It is All-Star weekend, or is it this weekend, or is it next weekend? No, it's this weekend. Because the last games were played today. The Nuggets played their last game last night, beating Memphis.
Oh, okay, nice, yeah.
But I believe the All-Star games start tomorrow, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah,
It goes all the way through Sunday. So let me ask you two, and I'll start with Ryan, because I already know what his answer is going to be. So it's going to be quick, short, and sweet. Not per the norm, but it'll be quick, short.
Wow. Woo! Guy invites me on a talk show and makes fun of how much I
Taking
talk.
shots.
It's great.
I'm taking shots over the bow, homie. I'm just kidding. Ryan's like, I'm catching strays over here, and I'm just giving my opinion. Like,
that wasn't a stray.
Minding my own business. Yeah, I was going to say, that was direct.
no, that was direct.
There was nothing.
That was a direct shot.
There wasn't roundabout about that one.
It was point blank.
Yeah.
that was a Coach Payton humble confidence or silent confidence.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
All right. So, anyways, what are you watching this weekend? Are you watching anything when it comes to the NBA All-Star? Like, what are you watching?
I was gonna say anything other than NBA All-Star Weekend. But,
See?
I actually no. I let me amend the answer. I guess Dame is gonna participate in the 3-point contest, so I think that'll be interesting.
So is Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that.
But wait. Lillard, it was a Achilles?
Yeah, that's what I.
Is he going to be out there in a boot?
That's what I was wondering.
Is he going to come out on one of those scooters?
That's the only. So that's what I'm thinking, Micah Parsons style.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
He's out there all doped up on his opioids, just throwing shots up, like taking pictures of
He's all
everybody.
cross-eyed.
Yeah. he's like, let me run it with him tomorrow. Come on. No.
Run it back.
But yeah, Dame in a Blazers jersey, possibly in a boot or hopping around or a scooter or something.
That's crazy.
I mean, if he wins the 3-point contest
gonna be out
with
there on
one
a rascal.
ankle, that'd be pretty fun, So I might check that out. But yeah, other than that, I'm be looking for anything else on TV for sure.
The Puppy Bowl.
I mean, I'm still kind of curious about what the game's going to be like, just because of the new format.
It's a new format, yeah.
You know? Did you hear about they were talking to Kevin Durant, and they're asking him if all the old heads on the team, the USA side of things, were going to
play hard
and take it serious, and he got real mad. He started basically taking shots at Jokic and Luka, saying those guys don't take the game seriously. They're always out there just like rolling around on the floor, like playing games, flirting with each other or whatever.
Yeah, taking shots from half court.
So like, I don't know, is that like some like WWE on the mic sort of like promo? Or,
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I would say
get people pumped up, get some bad blood going.
Yeah, kill him.
Here's what I would say, Mr. Slim Reaper. Okay. Even before Doncic and Jokic were making it to the All-Star game, I almost cussed again. That crap was boring.
Yeah.
As Mike would say, #cheeks.
Cheeks.
It was boring. It hasn't been an exciting game since MJ played against the Mamba. That's the last time I remember a competitive game in the All-Star game in the NBA. The celebrity game is more competitive than the actual All-Star game. Like,
if you go back like 20 years and watch like an old All-Star game, you'll see a huge difference.
You really will.
It wasn't the same.
There's been like it feels like the last 5+ years, like every year they're trying something new, and some of it is like temporarily entertaining. Like it was kind of fun to watch. What was the format where they had the one team that was like the Rising Stars against the actual All Stars, and they didn't want to get their butts beat by non-All Stars or whatever, so they had to try a little bit, right? Or we were talking about the other week.
Or they got the home court advantage if you won the East or the West. Like they've tried everything to make this game competitive.
It's just it's all novelty though, and it's so
is
temporary,
and none of these players want to play these games anymore. Just like the Pro Bowl, they're doing flag football now.
Right.
Like they don't even want to play these games.
Right.
It should be. I think I said this 2 weeks ago. It literally should just be a list. No more games. Do the dunk contest. Do the 3-point contest. Do the skills challenge. Do all of that. Have the celebrity game. Make it a whole event over the weekend. Maybe 2 days instead of 3. Take out the All-Star game. Maybe during the celebrity game, you have them walk out, do their little Diana wave, and then go sit down and watch the festivities. I honestly, I think it's a waste of time and television to do the All-Star game.
Nah, they're going to do good numbers.
They are, but I think it's a waste of time. And I definitely hated it when they made like LeBron and another person a captain and they got to choose their teams. And then Jokic was like almost the last player to get picked.
Wasn't he the last player?
No, he wasn't. He I think LeBron picked him like second to last.
And James Harden was the last player.
And he was thanking him like, thank you for not making me the last player. Oh yeah, no more accents. I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
You went for Jokic. That was like an Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold.
They're close.
I don't know, man.
They're close.
Your Jokic kind of sounded like your Dikembe Mutombo. No matter what it is, what it is, it's the same accent.
It's the one accent that he does.
Did you hear Nick Wright's suggestion on how to make it more exciting?
Oh God!
Here we go.
Did you hear it?
No, and I don't think I want to.
He said you should make the game white versus black.
Oh my gosh. He said that on national TV?
Yeah, he did.
Just so we would
you don't want to hear my take on that.
Just so we would sit here and talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You do not want to hear my take on that.
Honestly, that might get some excitement around it. It's a pretty horrible idea.
Get some racist excitement.
Watch, yeah.
The question is
what the eyes you want.
But what team? The question is, what team would Hartenstein be on?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's a good call out.
Yeah, who would be
Derek White?
Who would be an honorary member of the other race's team?
I think someone was even saying Brunson. Like, what team would Brunson be on?
What team would Brunson play on?
Tatum.
And then I also,
there's all kinds of mixed relations.
I also thought I saw that Chet Holmgren said that he would have to figure out which side he was playing on.
Everyone was like, "What?"
No, Chet.
Yeah,
Chet. Your name is Chet, sir.
Yeah, bro. Your name's Chet.
That is one of the whitest names I've ever heard in my life, next to Winthorpe.
You look like you're.
It's like Timmy Turner, right? Chet, you betcha.
Right. I think in every 80s movie, like college movie, there was a Chet that was an asshole in that movie. Every single one. There was a Chet that was the bad guy. He was the antagonist in every movie. It was a Chet.
It's like the rapper Logic. Like one of Chet's parents is black, so he thinks he can use the N-word and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know. See, Hartenstein actually is legit mixed, but like Chet looks like he crawled out of a cave in the Appalachian Mountains.
All due respect to your mom or your dad or whoever it is, Chet.
Yeah, right. I mean, his dad could be a brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if it is on television live while I'm happen to be watching television, I might watch the game.
If I trip and fall and hit my elbow against the remote and it comes on the TV and my leg's broken so I can't get up to get to the remote, then I'll watch it.
The remote falls, goes under the couch. I don't want the dog picks it up, breaks it. They can't change the channel. I might watch it.
But I'm calling the cable guy.
I don't know. I do kind of want to watch the 3-point thing live just because.
I'm watching that.
Of Jamal Murray. Did you see what he told Hastings? Because Hastings,
I didn't see that.
Hastings asked him after the game last night if he was gonna if he's been practicing getting the ball off. The rack.
In the game.
Yeah, and Jamal's like, nah, I haven't been doing any of that. I'm just gonna shoot it left-handed. and then
that totally sounds like a Jamal Murray answer.
Well, he was
so arrogant.
He was already kind of being a jerk the whole interview, and then
he's an arrogant. I mean, he is.
Yeah,
I love the guy. I do.
Sorry, stupid question. Is the ball rack on the left or the right, or you get to pick?
I don't know.
You get to pick.
Oh, okay.
You do get to pick.
Sense.
You get to pick. Most put it on the right if you're right-handed.
It should be in front of you like Papa Shot.
Oh, yeah,
I think that
there
might
you
be
go.
harder though, man, because the reason why I mean,
depends on your
anytime
shot
you
form.
shoot a
Trying to
jumper though,
grab it.
you're jumping forward, so you wouldn't want anything in front of you.
No, but you're jumping straight up and down is what you should be doing, and you want to center yourself. So if you're twisting, then you have to time the twists correctly for your release. But if you're going straight up and down, you can stay centered the whole time.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
see?
Most jump shots are fluid jumping forward. You do
think
go
I'm a
jump up and
genius.
down, but you do jump forward a little bit. That's why you're not allowed to close out like they do now.
If you watch though, like a lot of them don't jump. Like they're set shotting, like, and they're practicing it that way to limit the variables. Cause
Shoot it like a free throw.
Well, they're not worried about getting blocked. Exactly.
Right.
So it's just about consistency and getting to the next shot faster, which you don't have to worry about. Resetting your position if you're
Now, if
jumping
you're
every
shooting
time.
it like that, or you're shooting it grandma style, then okay, put the cart.
See,
in
I
front
was
of
about to
you.
say this whole All-Star Weekend is so unserious, anyways. That
Rick Barry?
someone should do it under.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Rick
saying?
Barry.
Dude,
let's go.
I would love to see Jamal Murray actually shoot all of them left-handed.
Dude, that'd
If
be
he
amazing.
does that tells and he actually does well. That would still tell me that he really didn't care about getting the 3-point. He does care about playing in the game though.
That's like some of that like Larry Bird arrogance.
He's like one of the players I would say that actually cares about playing in the All-Star game, but because he's never played in it.
Right, yeah. That dude, he might be a sleeper pick for All-Star Game MVP just because he's going to be the only one that's actually fired up to be out there.
I couldn't agree
Yeah.
more. Like, he's going to be out there trying his hardest.
Jamal about to put up a quadruple double.
I mean, he has scored 50 in a playoff game twice. I would not be surprised if he went out there and tried to drop a 60 or a 70 burger just to prove a point.
100-point game.
I was going to say 50 out of their 200 points, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Is there
that's
anybody
right.
of note?
They don't play by points anymore. They play like up to 21 or something,
Yeah, it's
right?
how they
Yeah.
do? Okay.
So he
Got it.
can't score
Yeah.
more than. I mean, he can score all 21 points. I mean, does that count?
That counts for something.
Does that mean
I
like?
guess.
Does that count? Does that equate to a 50 or a 60 burger? If you score all 21 points for your team, does that equate to like dropping a 50, 60 in an All-Star game?
He should, as long as he sits in the locker room with the 21 on the piece of paper afterwards and gets the picture, then yes. Yeah.
Then it counts. Okay, it
Is
counts.
there anybody of note in the dunk contest?
That dude that wins every year isn't doing it. McClung,
Mac
right?
McClung, no.
I thought he was.
No, he
You know, he
got
has to be signed to a team.
He did. He got signed to a two-way, I think, with the Bulls. But I just made a joke last week about how he's going to be in the contest, but he's not.
But he's not.
I think
Okay.
he said ahead of time, like, I'm opting out this year,
Yeah.
whatever, blah, blah, blah. So,
Okay, I think this is AI, but it says Carter Bryant of the Spurs, Jackson Hayes of the Lakers,
Jackson Hayes is a
that'd be
good
good
dunker.
one, yeah.
Keshad Johnson of the Heat,
Another good dunker.
Jace Richardson of the Magic.
I've never heard of her.
Never seen any of them dunk other than Jackson Hayes, unfortunately.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Do they are these dudes that get minutes or
Dude, I don't know.
okay?
I don't know.
Negative.
Well,
I mean, I've only.
They're rotation players, but they
Well,
don't get like hard. They don't get good minutes.
and there you go. That's the issue. Like,
But that's most of the dunk contest, like, with the exception of like Aaron Gordon and when Freckles from the Clippers. What is that boy's name? Ended his
Freckles
career.
from the Clippers.
Yeah, Freckles. Kia. He jumped over a Kia.
Oh, Blake Griffin.
Thank you. I can only think of his Freckles, bro. That's
I've never heard him called Freckles, but okay.
that's what I call him.
Well, recent years, yeah. I mean, obviously Jordan set a different precedent there, part of the Jordan lore, you know, and then LeBron reset a different precedent after that. But I mean, there was still some.
You always have to just slide LeBron in there, don't
Well,
you?
this is in a negative way. I'm usually propping him up against y'all's old head hating whatever, but this time I'm on your side on this one. I wish I would. You know,
All
at some
right,
point you would've done that.
welcome to the dark side,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah, in the dunk contest context.
All right, so Mike, what are you watching though? You still haven't said what are you watching?
I'm watching the 3-point.
He's like, I'm gonna be watching the back of my eyelids. I'm gonna be watching
No,
nothing.
I said I was going to watch the.
Oh, yeah,
the
okay, I'm
3-point
sorry.
contest, and
That's
then
right,
and then
with
I
Murray.
might flip over and watch some figure skating. You know.
Okay. You want to get into winter sports now? You want to do that? We got about 7 minutes here. Or do
I
you
don't
want to
really
talk
got
some
much
MMA?
to talk about it. Did you hear about the Norwegian skier that won a bronze and then during his interview afterwards
Oh my
just told the world that he
gosh, yeah.
cheated on his girlfriend?
The love of my life.
That's
Oh,
how
sorry.
she, and
Accents, damn it.
that's how she found out.
That'd be the worst way to find out on international television.
She's like,
that's
"This?"
worse than national television. Everybody in the world now knows that your man was cheating on you.
You know, she was
She
watching
knew. He
like
just
this mother,
announced it.
however you say that in Norwegian.
Fair. How do you say what, Norwegian?
This mother?
This mother.
Well,
Smart
I
Freya.
would say she could take him to the cleaners, but those people don't make very much money.
Well, they're not married. They were dating for like a few months, I guess.
No,
you know?
well, I mean,
Well,
I don't know what to
So
say
there's
to
not
that.
gonna be money involved, unfortunately.
there is hockey going on though.
Yes.
Well, and all the Avs seem to be having some success.
The Avs are
the
killing it.
men's Canada team. Who did they beat? Was it
I don't know, but it's not fair to have David or Connor. What's his name? McDavid
Connor McDavid. Yeah,
And-
Nathan McKinnon,
and what's that boy?
Cale Makar.
What is his
Devontae's.
name? No, these are all on one team though. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like on the Canadian team.
Yeah, they're
It is
disgusting.
insane. No, the boy that plays for the Penguins.
Sidney Crosby?
Crosby, isn't he on that? No, he's on the American team.
Yeah,
he's
I
on the
was gonna
American
say
team.
No, but
That would really not be
Oh.
fair.
It was
I mean, he's a
Czechia.
little. No, he's on Canada.
Czechia.
Is he?
Yeah, he
That's
is.
not fair.
He's a little past his prime.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Still,
okay.
that's not
It's okay.
fair, dude.
No,
that's not fair.
I mean, they got Marchand, but yeah, no, McKinnon, McDavid, and Makar are on the same team.
That's not fair.
That's insane.
Sam Reinhart, like
It's not fair.
Jeez.
It's just not fair to the rest of the world that you have 4 of the top 10 players on your team in the world is on one team.
U.S. got some talent too, though.
Hey, the U.S. is playing really well, especially the women's team. That hockey team, I've never seen anything like it. They are dominating. I think they've only allowed 1 goal scored against them thus far, if I remember correctly.
American? US?
Yeah, the women's.
Oh, the women's.
They've only allowed 1 goal, period. And I think that was against the Czechs in their first game. And I might be recalling that wrong, but I'm pretty sure they've only allowed 1 goal.
The men have only allowed 1 goal too.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
They've only played 1 game. It was
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
only
Come on,
It
man.
was the first time the Canadian team had ever been shut out.
Yes, 5-0. The
Yeah.
women's team beat them 5-0. Man,
Yeah,
that's the first time I'd
wild.
ever seen Canada get beat at their own game.
They must not be. It must not be the same as the men's though, because if they played each other right out the gate, USA and Canada, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I
that's
don't know how the
interesting.
bracket works.
I don't
but-
know
Yeah.
how
See
they make
that
those
game.
groups, but that's
What's that?
U.S. men's against U.S. women's game. Let's see that one, huh?
That wouldn't be fair.
Maybe to the men.
Yeah, you never know.
Those
You never
women,
know.
hard
man,
to
those
say,
women are
man.
tough, bro.
Yeah, they're.
I'm giving them all. I'm tipping my hat and I'm giving them all the credit in the world, man. When I watched that game against Canada the other day, I was like, "There's no way that's the correct score," and they were like, "Yeah, that's the correct score." I said 5-0 against Canada.
right.
Canada?
Right. Did the same thing the Finns to the Swiss.
Yeah.
I mean, good golly.
Czech is the only one that has been able to score on them, and that I think that was a lucky goal. I don't even think that was like a
Yeah, 5-1 against the Czechs.
They scored that one to tie it up 1-1, I think, in the first period, and it was kind of like, how are they gonna?
and then they just score 4 straight.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, man.
Did you want to do your favorite like name guessing thing?
I mean, we
before
could try.
wrap
We
up?
could try to do one.
Okay.
We got 3 minutes. We could try to do one. Let me.
Say, you pick
I don't want
your best one.
I don't want you guys cheating. Let me bring my
Oh boy, here we go.
cheaters. These guys are cheaters, bro.
What the hell, man?
All
Catching all kinds of non-strays this evening.
All right. Do you want a football player or a basketball player?
Your call, Mike.
Football.
Okay. All right. This player.
Basketball rosters are smaller. We should have gone basketball. That's
This
okay.
player. Hey, he chose. You told him to choose. He chose.
I did.
This player was drafted in the 3rd round by San Francisco in '96. Who am I? I know, obscure, right?
Ed McCaffrey.
Is that your final guess?
No, absolutely not.
I forgot my.
Hold on, let me pull up Google.
Nah, don't cheat.
3rd round in
Steve Young?
96.
It was not Steve
That
Young.
was too late for that.
And what was your guess?
It's not Ed McCaffrey. I was joking.
Oh, okay. What is your true guess?
It's not Vernon Davis, is it? I'll go Vernon Davis.
It is not. Both good guesses, though. This one is going to really blow your mind. His middle name is El Dorado.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's unique,
How does
though.
that help anyone?
It helps.
That is.
Okay. Now
Now
tell us about the 76-yard game that he had.
Are you going to get it?
in
Are you
2001.
going to give a guess?
No, I don't have it. That doesn't help me get any closer. I don't have another. Ed McCaffrey.
It was not McCaffrey. He is a Hall of Famer and a 6-time Pro Bowler, though. Nickname Mr. Sharpie.
Mr. Sharpie.
Jeez.
Is that
That's
John
a dead
Lynch?
giveaway. Nope.
No,
That's a
no.
dead giveaway.
Ah,
Mr. Sharpie's a dead giveaway.
this one's before my time?
Yeah.
Shannon
Nope.
Sharp.
Nope. All right. Is that all your final
Shannon
guesses?
Sharp's a good guess, actually.
guess.
Terrell Owens.
Really?
Okay.
Mr. Sharpie.
Yeah, remember when he signed the ball?
No.
No.
Oh yeah.
I
No.
guess.
In the
I know
game,
what
he
you're
got
talking about.
suspended. He got fined.
Not Mr. Popcorn or anything like that?
No, that was the only nickname listed was Mr. Sharpie.
Okay.
What time? What
I
time?
could
We got
not-
enough time
nah.
for one more. And
You
this
gotta,
is
you gotta give us a couple teams next time.
this is a basketball. Well, I did. I said by San Francisco. He was drafted by San
I said
Francisco.
a couple teams. That's okay, though.
Okay. Played for a
You're
lot of
good.
teams.
You're good. I'm just giving you a friend. Go ahead.
All right, basketball player. This player is a one-time champ, 4-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, and a Finals MVP. Who am I?
Giannis?
Negative.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan has multiple
not a
rings, sir.
one-time champ.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right,
Oh,
next
whoa, Dirk
one.
Nowitzki.
Nope.
Damn.
He is a Hall of Famer and grew up in Inglewood, California, but came out of Kansas out of college.
Paul Pierce.
Got it.
Nailed it.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
It's 8 o'clock. I was going to do one more, but it's 8 o'clock. I will get better hints next time.
That's okay.
But you're still able to get one.
I
You got
I
one.
got the truth. You can't stump me on a Celtic like
See,
that.
I would
Come
if I
on.
would have given you the
Yeah.
truth, you both would have known that.
Oh, yeah. No chance.
That's why I have to pick obscure because you guys are too knowledgeable not to give you the most vague clues that I can
Yeah.
give you.
That's any good Terrell Owens clue would have been right away to your point. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
Like I could have
Yeah,
given
good clue.
Right. right.
I thought I'd emphasize that.
That
so
was
he
a
would
shot.
realize
That was
you
a
were-
shot. That was a live shot right there.
Third round in 96.
He threw it up and I dunked it.
All right, y'all. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Sports Fiends with the Z's. We will see y'all next week on Thursday after All-Star Weekend. We hope you enjoy your weekend, man. Watch that three-point contest. Go Maul. Go Jokic. Everybody else can eat a bag of... And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
I'm going to start doing the show on a scooter.
I want my free Coke, ill limit.